live and on the air, Tony Schiavone, Nigel McGuinness, bringing you 3 hours, not only tonight of Collision, but also following us, AEW Rampage. And there you see the one and only Prince Nana bringing the world champion out, Nigel.
And here we are. You were here Wednesday, Tony. Daly's Place may be the home of AEW, but as Excalibur said on Wednesday, AEW in Daly's Place is Swerve's house.
Swerve becomes the first African-American to hold the AEW World Championship, the singles title. Of course, as you know, he was a World Tag Team Champion as well. His success very well documented here in AEW. This is quite a moment. And I know he's got a lot to talk about. We had mentioned that coming up Wednesday when we're in Winnipeg, we're going to find out who his opponent's going to be at Double or Nothing coming up on Sunday, May 26th.
Still one match under his belt as champion against Kyle Fletcher. This is the first time bona fide interview with the champion.
There you see it. We're going to find out on Wednesday, but Swerve, and yes, this is Swerve's house. As you can tell, we have a phenomenal crowd here at Daly's Place tonight. And we have 2 hours of Collision live here on TNT, followed by an hour of Rampage. First time we are going to hear from the new world champion. Fans are standing everywhere right now. Big moment here in AEW.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man standing in front of you today is the boss of bosses. The man standing in front of you today is the anointed one in professional wrestling. The man standing in front of you is one hell of a wrestler. And he's none other than the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Swerve Strickland.
Man, oh man, what a week we've had here in All Elite Wrestling. I mean, let me just run some things down. I mean, we have a new TBS Women's Champion with Willow Nightingale. By the grace of God, Adam Cole, he can walk. Adam Copeland got missed in the face by the House of Black. Then we have Bryan Danielson and Will Ospreay tearing the house down, man. And then Jack Perry. Jack Perry returned to AEW and struck Tony Khan, our CEO, our founder of All Elite Wrestling, a man that put all his faith in me. And on top of that, the EVPs, the Young Bucks, the AEW World Tag Champions, they come down here and they put him in a pile driver and stuck him in the middle of this ring with whatever they're naming the move nowadays. And now this man's in a neck brace and there's no telling when we're gonna, see Tony Khan in healthy conditions. Now listen, I'll be the first one to tell you I've done some horrible things, not only in this industry, but in AEW once, twice, 3, 4 times. But I don't know, something about 4 elite athletes coming down and beating down a fighter, a non-fighter, I would say. And Tony Khan, that sounds like a bitch move to me. But let's get to business. The most important thing that happened this week was Swerve Strickland went into Dynasty, and he made history by defeating Samoa Joe and becoming your new AEW World Champion. Now, a little pet peeve of mine is people walk around calling themselves the best in the world, but let's make no mistake, the real best in the world is whoever is holding this championship right here. Last week, it was Samoa Joe. This week, it's Swerve Strickland, baby. And I got here by fighting, but that came with some sacrifices. The night that I won that championship, I went to my daughter, my oldest daughter, Anaya. She looked me in my face and she said, "Dad, I love you. I'm so proud of you, but I feel like I just don't know you." And that hit me to my core. My relationship with my children is everything. All the missed birthdays, all the missed basketball games, dance recitals, holidays, father-daughter dances, you name it. I can't make up for lost time, baby girl. But what I can do is set the example and blaze a trail as AEW champion and make sure this was all worth it. AEW has set people in front of me, and I knocked them all down. This past week, Kyle Fletcher was just one. And you know what? I'm in a really giving mood tonight. I say we have ourselves an open challenge, and I put this AEW World Championship on the line.
Whoa. Wow.
But I'm only giving it to somebody who really wants to fight. So how about it, Jacksonville? We entering a new era in AEW, am I right? This is the Dynasty era. And the lead of that dynasty is whose house? Whose house? Whose damn house?
Whoa! Well, it sounds like to me, by that music, someone we know very well is entering this challenge that's been thrown out here incredibly.
Press to the nines, Blackpool Combat Clubs. Claudio Castagnoli takes up the challenge by the looks of things.
Swerve said, let's put the title on the line. That's unprecedented.
That is huge. Well, we had to know it wasn't Bryan Danielson who was going to come out here.
Would you leave that alone? Come on now. This is going to, you can't stop kidding. This is going to be, if accepted here, and I may be getting ahead of myself. Oh, yeah. Claudio won't back down from a challenge. You know that.
You're on.
There it is.
I guess I'll be seeing you tonight, Claudio, in whose house?
It's gonna be mine.
So there you have it tonight. The AEW World title will be on the line. Swerve Strickland, Claudio Castagnoli coming up tonight